Alright, my beautiful baldies, we're back with One Punch Man chapter 192, and in this chapter, King is going to try to continue to increase his power with training through Bang and a lot of the other martial arts masters. Will King actually become a superhero? Will he actually get powers? But most importantly in this chapter actually is the cover page, because Saitama is bench pressing black holes. Now this actually means a lot. Now, I know it's not canonical necessarily, simply because it's a cover, it's not actually inside the manga. You could say that, I mean, it is official art, and the community's been talking about this a lot. In fact, even on the One Punch Man Reddit, actively trying to solve the math equation for how much Saitama is actually bench pressing. But unfortunately, the mathematician who gave the calculation didn't account for the bar, and that throws off his entire equation. Does anyone else find it as hilarious as I do that the One Punch Man community takes this so seriously that a bunch of atomic physicists will get together in the One Punch Man Reddit and actually talk about the physics of a single page? But in any case, bench pressing two black holes simultaneously without even breaking a sweat is obviously a massive feat, potentially giving you some indication as to the true power of Saitama. But if these two black holes bench press bar dropped on him, there's a very good possibility that he wouldn't be able to lift it at first and then slowly start pushing it up to the top before easily being able to rep it out. After the battle between Saitama and Gaara, we learned a fundamental important fact about his strength, his power scaling, and how he actually gets stronger the longer the fight goes on. And not only gets stronger like a Saiyan, I mean, he gets exponentially stronger. So at minute 10 of fighting, he could be 1,000 times stronger than at minute 1. And at 1 hour of fighting, he could be 1,000,000,000 times stronger than he was at second 1. It's this exponential growth curve that Murata showed us, and it's basically the reason why Goku would eventually lose to Saitama. He would just get tired because Saitama would become stronger than Ultra Instinct somehow and just beat him. Because eventually Saitama's power level would get so high above Ultra Instinct that Goku would lose. He'd be tired and Saitama would be faster and stronger. Eventually. We've also seen Saitama's ability to manipulate black holes and things that are, not even supposed to be manipulatable. He was grabbing these dimensional gates that Gaara was creating. He kicked one away. We've seen him interact with black holes before, and he's like, oh, it's very windy. So to him, it's not really that much. And even if it was, he would eventually become strong enough to tackle any strength task that comes his way. So even though this picture isn't necessarily canonical, I think it is true. Like, Saitama could do this. Even if it wasn't immediate, he could do it eventually. But before we jump in, I want to let you know we just released Demon Rush Volume 3. It is now available on Amazon for purchase, and I will be giving away a signed copy of one of these to you today. Stay to the end of the video to find out how you can win. Let's get into the chapter. So we ended the last chapter with King arriving at Bang's dojo and begging him to help, to make him stronger. King has had way too many close calls over the series, with people finding out that he's actually a weakling who's been taking credit for all of these big W's in the place of Saitama. And this is making him too nervous. He knows he's gonna get caught any day now, so he's begging Silverfang to train him and make him stronger. And interestingly, in this chapter, nobody really gets it. All the martial arts masters keep passing King to one another to learn their methods and break his limits and all this, but they kind of all give the same response, which is that you're already strong enough, adding more strength isn't going to do anything. You should really be learning more principles of life and things like that you can actually add into your whole psyche. But King's like, no, you guys don't understand, I actually am weak as hell. I can't even kill a fly. Can please teach me some martial arts, make me stronger. And it's just hilarious because they don't understand, it's not ringing the bell for any of them. Except Chiranko, and I really like this training moment between King and Bomb. We've seen Bomb, he's not a hero, and we get to see kind of what he's doing in his natural state. We know that Bang is always he's in his dojo teaching his students or whatever if he's not doing hero stuff, and it seems that Bomb is like Piccolo. This dude is straight up Piccolo, out in the middle of nowhere, sitting on top of a mountain, just meditating and shit, powering up. And he explains to the king how Bang's water stream rock smashing fist is more of like a counter defensive sort of thing, whereas his whirlwind iron cutting fist bombs is it can instantly kill all opponents, even proficient ones, in a single move. But hilariously, the same thing keeps happening. Each martial arts master keeps passing him to the next, even leading up to this cave where you think it's all gonna culminate into something actually happening. Some like weird skeleton monk guy like comes out, scares the crap out of King. He runs away, absolutely terrified. He can't take it anymore. He just wants to go home and play video games. We even get a little picture of Monaka in here, kind of watching him. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything or it's just like a throw-in for us. So finally he goes home and he's playing video games with Saitama and he's telling him about the whole thing. And hilariously, as King is telling the story and not even paying attention to the video game, he's still completely annihilating Saitama, which is so funny. He said, "I finally pulled off the super ultimate combo attack. Do you think you could stop blocking every damn hit? You're doing that while you're in the middle of a really huge sigh. It just pisses me off." So King is like crying and confessing to Saitama. He feels like, you know, super vulnerable, whatever. And we get like the best, I love this. Just Saitama says, "Just lift, dude." In fact, you guys might notice, I lost like 35 pounds recently. I'm at my lowest weight ever. I've been training to become the new Saitama for the One Punch Man movie. Even if I didn't even audition, I'm still training for it. But yeah, I've been like super religious about lifting lately and eating very clean. Debating even making a video on it because I've had really good results recently, changing up a couple things in my diet. So they hear some rumbling and it turns out that Fubuki comes over. She tries to recruit Saitama and yet again she gets denied, but something funny happens in that Rover ends up joining the Blizzard group, and hilariously it says that the Blizzard group has the strongest pet dog, Rover. So Rover can shoot his mouth beams again. I guess he's gonna start growing again potentially, but he's a good guy now, and the Blizzard group actually has someone or something that can do damage besides Fubuki. So perhaps the Blizzard group, you know, gets a little bit stronger. I mean, adding Rover is definitely a big power upgrade for the Blizzard group. So yeah, that's the end of the chapter. It was more of like a comedy chapter than anything. In fact, kind of felt like a bonus chapter, but it was funny. There was some good comedy in there. Always appreciate that. And the picture of Saitama with the black holes is definitely getting the power scaling community and math physics community talking. So that's good as well. Still no information on One Punch Man Season 3. We should be getting it literally any day now. There's maybe Jump Festa if One Punch Man's gonna have a panel there. Well, that's in December, so that's a possibility as well. So if you guys would like to win a free signed copy of Demon Rush Volume 3, all you have to do is, if you have bought one item from me before or you want to buy one now, if you are one, send me an email to mastar@demonrush.com. Tell me what you bought, your name, and why, which volume you want. You can have any of the 3 volumes. You can see I got them all back there, so I'll sign one, I'll send it to you. And if you don't win one, I'd also appreciate if you guys just would pick one up from Amazon. Link is in the description. It's 123 pages. We work extremely hard on this. It's beautiful art. I really hope you guys will pick one up. Thanks, I'm Mastar, and I will see you guys on the next video. If you like this video and you want to see more, you can click right here. And if you click here, you can see the brand new manga Demon Rush that everyone is talking about. A beautifully artistic series that we created ourselves. I hope you'll give it a look, a subscribe, and join our Discord community.